Thrill Sound and H-Town, 97.9 The Boss, live from your local Houston BMW Center Studios, the Madd Hatta Morning Show. In the studio with Ken Moore. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to y'all.
Now,
Appreciate
Ken
you.
Moore is running for District D. He wants to be your councilman.
Yes, sir.
Why, sir? You look young, too, bro. You like you just might have got out of high school. You look a fresh 19 and a half, maybe 20.
Man, I'm going to try to abide by these FCC rules up in here and not say nothing. But you know, black don't crack, I guess is how we're going to roll with that, man. I really think, running, it's my passion for service and wanting to be a man of action, really. It's I see the need for strong leadership in the community, and especially District D, because a lot of people don't know District D is such an important district. Not that all of them are important, but District D houses two powerhouse universities. Texas Southern University's Thurgood Marshall School of Law is where I came from. Second largest HBCU, the University of Houston. I'm a proud Tiger and a proud Cougar. I graduated from both law schools. I graduated from Texas Southern University with my Juris Doctorate. So shout out to all my Tigers. Graduated from the University of Houston Law Center with my legal master's in health law. So that's what I teach now at Thurgood Marshall School of Law, along with professional responsibility, trying to teach legal ethics. So my passion for running is just really to help the people, help the constituents of District D, and basically just usher in that new wave of leadership. Like the politicians that are in place now, they can't stay there forever. Number one, they got term limits. Number two, they just might move on to something else, or maybe another office. So it's time for us to usher in a new wave of leadership. Who's going to step up and take that mantle and lead District D into the future after, the great city councilman Dwight Boykins has jumped in the mayoral race. So we need great leadership, and that's why I decided to jump in the race, because I think I could be that leader.
Where you from?
Originally from Atlanta, man.
How long have you been in Houston?
I've been in Houston for 14 years.
Okay.
I went to Kennesaw State University, which is primarily a PWI in Atlanta. Well, let me get that straight. The suburbs of Atlanta, outside the Marietta area. And after going there, I wanted to go to a HBCU. I wanted to look for a HBCU and to invest my dollars in. So what better HBCU to go to than Texas Southern University's Thurgood Marshall School of Law? So I came to Texas, lived in District D ever since I moved to Texas. Right. While at Thurgood, I was heavily involved in my community and the local. Second year of law school, I ran for what's called the SBA. It's kind of like the student government president for the law school. So my second year, I ran for SBA vice president and won. And my third year, I ran for SBA president and won. So, I got that Lavar Ball mentality when it comes to elections. I never lost. Had I never lost. I never lost an election. So I'm trying to keep that streak going.
I know that's right. I ain't even mad at it, baby.
Of District D.
I ain't mad at it.
And I really thank my parents for, instilling the values in me and sending me off to school at HBCU. I got to say their names, Shelly and Diane Moore, because without them, I really wouldn't be here, wouldn't be where I am today. I come from a family of two hard-working blue-collar workers. My dad was a truck driver all of his life until he retired, which was the day I graduated from law school. And my mother, she did retail pretty much all her life. Started out as a cashier at Kmart and worked her way up to manager. And, me and my mama, we got an inside joke like, Mama, you the reason Kmart went belly up. All the blue light specials y'all were doing. You know what I mean? So, but I really thank them for instilling the faith and values in me. And, my parents just taught me lessons that I've taken with me all throughout my life and pretty much why I'm here today, and that was to love God and put him first and treat people how you want to be treated. And the way only a black mother could say it, boy, you better not ever forget where you come from. And always to do service whenever and however you can. So shout out to my mom and dad for instilling those values in me and stressing the importance of education. And that's why I'm here today.
Mr. Ken Moore is who we're talking to, running for councilman District D. What was something, in your opinion, happening wrong that made you say, I need to do this for the community? I've been here 14 years. I feel like a part of this community, and I don't like this or I don't like that. Was something happening in your eye that was wrong or that you didn't like that you said to yourself, Mr. Moore could do better?
Man, something's always happening wrong. It's like when we turn on the news today, it's not even just in District D or just in Houston. It's such a on a national and global scale. Wrongs or injustices are always happening. So it's time for people to step up and really speak out. And I want to be that guy. Even my own campaign treasurer, good friend of mine, a doctor here in Houston, Dr. Letitia Rose. She's my homegirl, and she was just coming back from vacation and being discriminated against for getting on a flight. And then when I look at the district and been here for 14 years, and I've been carjacked myself in Houston. I've been afflicted by the potholes in Houston. Had to replace my own tire, $300. And shoot, I ain't had that $300 right now. Ain't had it either. But I mean, I see issues all the time that really need to be addressed, and I'm one that kind of moves in silence and does work in the community in silence. I've never been one for a lot of accolades or need a lot of accolades. I'm gonna help people because I want to help people.
But you realize this is a job that requires you to have to be.
That's why I'm here today, baby. That's why I'm here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you see issues. What are the biggest issues for that district right now?
Yeah.
Man, for District D, I would say because it's such a very important district with two large universities, museum district, we got to work on the infrastructure. That's one thing we really got to focus on in Houston. We're still dealing with people who have not recovered fully from Harvey. So the drainage is very important. The infrastructure, these roads are very important. The safety concerns of our citizens, not only in District D, but in Houston. A lot of these issues and a lot of these politicians, we're all running pretty much on the same platform. You can break it down. We can call it different things. We call it infrastructure, safety, security, preservation, and beautification of the district, whatever. But a lot of these issues that affect District D affect Houston as well. They cross district lines, and it's just something that we need to focus on. But those are just a few that we need to work on in the district. And every neighbor, District D is so big. A lot of people don't know. Even I didn't know this when running. And I had to actually drove the district to see the kind of concerns of the people and how everyone has their own set of issues and how passionate those people are about you solving their issue. They care about Houston, yeah, but they want you to solve their issue too. So, the museum district, for darn sure ain't got the same issues that the people in Third Ward or Sunnyside or this community, Third Ward community. So you got to address each district their issues separately, but they all come together at the end.
So we're talking to Ken Moore. He's running for City Council District D. Will he be your man? He'll give you more reasons why he should be next on 97.9 The Box. 97.9 The Box, live from your local Houston BMW Center studios. It's the Madd Hatta Morning Show in the studio with the man running to be your councilman for District D, Ken Moore. Now, oftentimes, you're an instructor, you're a teacher. Oftentimes we see with the younger folks, it's hard to get them involved in this process that you're a part of. There's a lot of apathy. And a lot of times, oh, no, they're out there in droves voting. But no, there still is a ton of apathy. What do you tell your students and young people in general to get them excited about this process?
Yeah, that really all starts with education and letting them know what a city councilman does and how you're more affected by your local state government than you are your federal government. You're more affected by what's going on in your city council than you are that man that's in office right now. We won't talk about him right now, but to get my students involved and to get the young people involved, a lot of times these days, you just got to get the young people involved by using social media, because I think a lot of them look at social media more than they look at TV or anything else these days. So you got to get the education out there and let them know, hey, this is very important. This is what we need to do. So I had my students get deputized to register people to vote. You don't have to vote for me, but we need to make sure that the millennial generation is going out there and stressing the importance of voting. The 1920 election slate is going to be so important, and we're going to need the millennial generation. We're going to need the young generation. That's why I am so excited that early voting is going to be held at Texas Southern University and at the University of Houston campus. That is going to get a lot of people out there to vote and vote early. And granted, we have about 45 people in this race in District D. But you know what I say to that is a great thing, because everyone has their own set of supporters that's going to drive people to the polls and drive people to vote. And me running in a district race that is so crowded, I welcome that, because I think voting is one of the most important, most underutilized right that we as minorities and black people and brown people have, and that we are underutilizing and not using. And anything So what? There's 14 people in this race. If that's going to bring out more people to vote, then I'm all for it.
Why would somebody run in a race that is so crowded?
We are all running for a position of service, and I think we all think that we're qualified to do the job, and I just think I'm more qualified to do the job.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And that's not.
Why do you think you're more qualified? I'm just curious.
I think my attorney skills, my skill set fits this job, I think, perfectly. Number one, I'm an attorney.
Right.
So I have a knowledge of the legislative and legal part of the process at the local, state, and federal level.
Okay.
So I think that will slow down the learning curve of coming into office. No matter what you do, any new job that you have, there's going to be some sort of learning curve that needs to be done. No one ever walks into a job saying, I know how to do everything, I can do this real quick and make all the decisions. No, there's always some sort of learning curve. So I think my legal skills will help me slow down that learning curve. Also, my persuasion and my negotiation skills, dealing with prosecutors on a daily basis, dealing with judges on a daily basis, dealing with these law students on a daily basis. Tell a law student you gave them a B instead of an A. They're going to pull out all kind of case precedent on you and tell you why you should have gave them an A. So you have to realize as a city councilman, just for District D, you're going to have to work with 15 other city councilmen and the mayor to get things done for the constituents of that district. So it's going to be very important that you know how to negotiate, know how to work hard for the constituents of that district to get everything that your district needs, because everybody else is going to be fighting just as hard for their district, District B, District C, District J, District at large. They're going to be fighting just as hard. So it's very important that you have that skill set.
And I'm glad you said that,
to
because
know when to hold them, when to fold them.
it's going to be a lot of other people. How are you going to deal with the people that have been in office a long time and they got a certain way they do things, and you're a newcomer to this, and they're like, you know what? That ain't how we do this, boy.
It sounded real bad the way you said that, man.
I know, yeah, right?
The way you emphasized the boy sounded real disrespectful. I don't know if that was your. I don't know if that's the way you meant it to sound.
Yeah.
But touche. I see you trying to push a button.
That question, no, yeah. But that's why you got to have strong leadership right there, because you're gonna say, okay, yeah, we need new and fresh leaders to usher in new and fresh ideas for the community, because we see. Because when I get in the office, I need to see what's working and what hasn't been working. And yeah, that may not be the way we do this, but this is going to be the way we do this now when I get in office. So
well, there could very well be some resistance. Though.
Yeah.
And so that's what Beck is trying to bring the point of. There will be resistance. There will be, hey, youngster. Because they will look at you like you're a youngster. You look like a young brother. For real, you got an amazing track record, amazing career. But yeah, they're gonna look at you. There's gonna be that intimidation. There's gonna be, we've been doing this for the last 3,000 years. It's gonna be all that stuff. And here's how we do this. And this is what you need to do so we can get along. There's gonna be deals that have to be made.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's the way politics kind of works. I've seen it even on the campaign trail just for this little bit. I've seen that's how it works. But I may look young, and I appreciate when people call me young, because, I turned 41 this past July.
Oh, no, there's no way.
Yeah, I turned 41 this past July, so I like when people come in and say, oh, he a youngster. I'm going to intimidate him. I'm going to work with him. But they don't know the experience that I have and the experiences that I had to get through to get here and get to where I am today. My mother attended 2 years of college. She never graduated from college. My father never graduated from college. So I've worked hard to get to where I am, to be in the position that I want to represent the constituents of District D, that I want to represent the students, that I want to represent the museum district. So I will not be intimidated by anyone, and I'm going to work hard for the constituents of District D, whether I have to go up against anyone. It doesn't matter.
Ken Moore running for your councilman, District D. If they want to get information about you, they want to read up on you, they want to learn more, they've heard you now, now they want to see some stuff. And as they should. There should be they should want to read up on you and see if this is the man for this particular job.
They can go to moreforddistrictd.com. Go to my website. Leave me any information that you need. I'm always willing to answer questions and learn more about the issues of the constituents. They can go to Moore and the number 4 District D on Instagram. Ken Moore for Houston City Council District D on Facebook. We all over. And as a matter of fact, you're gonna see me in the district, in the community. My team is block walking, canvassing every day, because I really want to get in the face of people. I want to talk to people. I want to know what your issues are, and I want you to meet me and see me. And you're going to continue to do that until November 5th.
All right. Ken Moore running for your councilman, District D. If you want more information, once again, they can go where? Everywhere. Plus, what's the website?
Moreforddistrictd.com.
All right. Good luck, brother.
I appreciate y'all.